Hey everybody, Infected Britain here. This is going to be a day 11 / day 12 update because yesterday we didn't do a daily update. So we're going to talk about something a little bit more deeper today. So a little bit of background. So obviously I work in retail, fine. So we do get a lot of eccentric customers in the store. So a few days ago we had one of our customers come in. Apparently he's a bit of a regular, comes in every so often, but he tends to ramble about a lot of weird stuff. And one of my buddies of mine, he was serving a few customers on the till, and he was one of them. And he rambles a lot about random stuff. And obviously, when you're serving a lot of customers, it's very difficult to listen to sometimes the customer's ramblings. It happens, right? As much as we'd like to listen to everything every customer has to say, sometimes not easy to do so. So in this video, really quickly, I'm just going to go through 3 points that he brought up that was a bit weird. So my buddy, he basically, this customer was scribbling down all the stuff on a bit of paper and just passing it to him, right? And saying, oh, check this out, sort of thing. So one of the things was, we spoke about this afterwards, and we had no idea what any of this was about. So I'm literally just going to Google it right now. And have a quick look. So one of the things he mentioned was Occupy the Getty. Now, I don't know if any of you know what that is, but when you Google these three things, there's not a lot of information out there about what they are. Now, weirdly enough, I'm from Cheltenham in England, and this actually came up. One of these elderly people got loads of stuff through the post in their post box, as I saw, and it didn't really give it much away. But the fact that it said Occupy the Getty, and it's something about 100,000 child sex slaves or something underneath there. So I've found something about the Getty, right? So what it is it's essentially just kind of almost like a fortress, but it's also done as like an art gallery. So you can go there, it's in LA, you can go there, you can visit it and go through and have a look at what they have to offer. But what it's all about is what's underneath there. So what's underneath there is apparently like an elite fortress almost style thing. It goes quite far. I'm looking at this right now. So basically it goes quite far underground. The elevator descends to the castle over a mile underground, right? The top level is a spa facility of Caligula-like decadence. Below the spa are opulent residents. The lowest level is a satanic dungeon, apparently, where people have tortured and ritually sacrificed. Right. Now, all this, I assume, is speculation. No one's ever really... It's not quite like Area 51, where if you turn there, you could, potentially get hurt and whatever. So the whole idea is that they want to do a peaceful protest where they occupy the Getty, right? Basically, they just want whoever's running it to show what is going on under there, right? But everyone has these speculations where there's satanic rituals, there's child slavery. Basically, what more... trying to think of the word. So more affluent, more rich people tend to potentially get up to, right? And that what they want them to do is basically come up with what's actually going on under there. They seem to think that that there are children being held under there. They tend to think that there's something not quite right there, and all these like satanic ritual people are like sacrificing people and doing all these weird things under there. And they seem to think that you can get to pretty much any of the world in these tunnels under there. Crazy stuff right out there. So that's the first thing, right? And I have no idea about any of this stuff. Literally, I'm just reading this off the net. This could be complete and utter bollocks. Who knows? So, so at first glance, they claim that the art museum is actually a fortress guarding an underground pleasure palace and satanic temple. Might seem far-fetched, yet we know that orgies, paedophilia, Satanism, and human trafficking are epidemic in elite culture. That was the word I was looking for, elite culture. Plenty has been coming to light regarding underground facilities as well as the technology needed to create them. And they tend to think that this is what's going on under there. Apparently, it said here somewhere at the beginning of this that I'm pretty sure they said Prince Andrew paid a visit in 2000, perhaps arriving from Edwards AFB via tube transit. Don't know. So that's the first issue we have to talk about today. Unfortunately, we've only got 11 minutes and 57 seconds of video to do this. So I'm going to try and go as quick as possible. So the White Rabbit Radio was the next one on the bit of paper. And it said Horus on it. And that was all it said on there. So when I Googled White Rabbit Radio, Horus, what came up was an activist group that claim... think of black culture and obviously a lot of slavery and genocide and all that sort of stuff. What their version is basically it's the other way around. And in present day, white people are now gonna get genocide, right? Completely out of the blue. What the hell? And basically, this guy runs a thing called a White Rabbit Radio. His name is Horus the Avenger. Why, I don't know. And basically he's saying that they're kind of like a racist group against blacks, but they're basically trying to play the victim, right? And this is one of the things he brought up basically to my buddy at work. And yeah, so this guy basically did this for like from 2009. It was his first broadcast where he said, "Oh, you don't know who I am. You're never going to know who I am." And that ended in June after an investigation with Hate Watch uncovered the identity of him and let it all out. So, but this group still goes, apparently. This group's still going. They still strongly believe that white people are going to end up genocide and not exist anymore, which is just crazy. I mean, I'm not being funny. That's just ludicrous. Yeah, I'm not even gonna, just mad. So that's that one, right? Absolute crazy stuff. I'm trying to just have a little skim through this. I haven't read it really yet. Okay. Right. There's nothing on here that there's no major points on here. That's the problem. As I said, there's very little on this. So feel free, obviously, if you want to check these things out, check them out yourself and see what they're all about. They're pretty crazy. And then the last one was talking about Jews, right? Again, crazy subject right there. So they're basically saying about Edenites, Khazars, and Canaanites. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of those right. So basically talking about that they are false Jews in a sense, and that so the word Jew apparently is loosely determined by any Jews that lived in Judah, right? And all these factions claim to be from Judah, and they're all claiming to be Jews, but they're all they class it as like an evil Jew, right? Whatever that is. I don't, if you worship God, are you evil? I don't know, but. So they're basically, so Canaanites are claimed to be cannibals, Satanists. Seems like a bit of a theme really here, isn't it? And Edenites, from what I can read from here, are just evil, I think, from here. Edenites were descended from, had married a woman in... Right, so they're basically not pure genetic pedigrees of the descendants of Jews, apparently, because they slept with the mother of that sort of era slept with the Hittite family line. Don't know. Again, I've not got enough information quite to as I say, I'm just looking at this now, so I'm just trying to pick up the pieces from where I can see it. And the other bit was Khazars went into a lot of war and things like that, and sort of, I think, basically tried to take over more land from what I can read here. Again, if I'm wrong, please put it in the comments and tell me your thoughts and feelings, because it's interesting. And then if we get enough comments, maybe we'll redo another video and see if we can get a little bit more information on it for a future video. But so yeah. So there's loads of scripture in here as well from the Bible and things like that. One here says, "In this the children of God are manifested, and the children of the devil, whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God. Again, don't know if I said that right. So we're running out of time here. Really sorry. I'm just trying to see if I can get anything more on this one, because this is kind of interesting to read. But it's all just like sort of little tidbits. Oh yeah, so this is consistent with the fact that modern Jews are either descendant from the Khazarians, who were of a mixed background, or from the ancient Edomites. In both cases, they are genetically related to the ancient Hittites, Jebusites, Canaanites, Amorites, so on and so forth. There's loads. So all these people basically are saying that Jews aren't really Jews. They're not from Judas, and that they are satanic. They do rituals on children. They've basically been in wars and all sorts of different things, and that's that. So it's three interesting subjects, and actually no idea why this guy was talking about any of this stuff. So have a look yourselves. Tell me what you think in the comments. Be really interested to see what you say. This is an update for yesterday, because I didn't do one, and today, day 12. So far, we're doing amazing. Just a quick update before I run out of time. But 65 subscribers was made. We hit our target already for today. And we're over 1,100 followers now on Twitter. Gained a few on Twitch, but I'm not too worried about that. But just remember to hit the subscribe button, and please leave a comment about this subject. If you know anything about it, or you research it and you hear something different to what I'm saying, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great day. Take care.